This is your intermediate advanced A, workout A for the month. Let's begin down on the floor in a tall plank position. We're going to do Spider-Man crawls, and I want you to count out 8 per side. As you're doing these, make sure that your shoulders are staying directly over your hands and that your torso is not arching forward and back. From there, we're going to do, these are called push-ups plus. So you do a push-up and then you press your shoulder blades further apart. So there's this extra action at the top. It is pretty challenging. If you need to do the plus part on every other rep, you can. Just make sure that you have really nice looking push-ups. After your push-ups plus, let's go ahead and grab both dumbbells. These can be pretty heavy here. This is a classic deadlift. So what you're gonna do is your knees are slightly bent, feet are planted further than hip width apart. Hinge over at your hips. I'm going a little further than parallel to the floor. You can stop at parallel, but really push your hips back as you go. After the deadlift, we're gonna do cross behind lunges. So it looks like a curtsy, keeping all of your weight in your forward leg, like about 95% of your weight in that leg. As you stand back up, see if you can maintain balance as you drive that knee up into a strong knee drive. Really good posture at the top. It's okay if you let your knee kind of lay open, that forward knee, as you sink down. Let's grab a slightly lighter weight now. We're gonna set up in more of a split squat or a staggered stance position. Keep your tailbone tucked under. That's going to protect your low back. If your left leg is forward, we're going to do shoulder presses with the right arm. Now, the harder version is with your elbow pointing directly out to the side, as I'm showing here. If you get any popping, or if it doesn't feel right as you push up, you can have it so your elbow is pointing more at an angle, kind of 45 degrees or straight forward. Let's put it back in the first hand and have a bent over staggered stance row. So this is like a lunge where you're hinging over that forward leg. Rowing pretty strong. As you pull back, make sure that you're really sliding your shoulder blade towards the center of your back as you row. Keep your chin tucked too. From there, we'll do our lateral skater hops, leaping side to side. See if you can bring your dumbbell towards your outside hip each time you land. Really stick that landing too. So your next set through, you'll do a little bit less reps as you go. Our final round here, this is going to be our metabolic finisher for the month. So these are lateral burpees or side-to-side burpees. So you're going to do your burpee. When you jump up in the air, see if you can land over to the side, still landing with a good squat stance. We'll do about 20 seconds of that, take a little break. Our next exercise is a tall plank with hopping abductions. So on your toes, you're going to hop your toes apart in the back end. See how much control you can have with the bounce, making sure your hips are not going too high up and down. We'll do those lateral skater hops again. This time we don't have the weight, which will make you feel like you can go a little bit bigger. Bigger leap, stick that landing really strong. Our final exercise, these are super quick hops. Picture a line on the floor. You're up on the balls of your feet. You're going to really fast hop side to side up and over that line. So that's the end of the metabolic finisher. A couple times through, and good job.